In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose our cool and lash out when things don't go our way. But it doesn't have to be that way. Here's how you can keep your emotions under control in those heated situations. The first step in controlling your emotions is identifying your emotional triggers. Emotional triggers can be anything from certain people, memories, and places to specific words and even smells. By understanding what triggers your emotions, you can better manage them and avoid reacting in anger. When you find yourself becoming overly agitated, take a minute to breathe and calm yourself. Breathing is one of the most effective ways to calm down quickly when you're angry, upset, or frustrated. Taking 3 to 4 deep breaths soothes your nervous system and reduces stress, which in turn helps you relax and feel more in charge of your emotions. In addition to its calming effects, deep breathing can also help you gain clarity and perspective on a situation. By taking a step back and focusing on your breath, you can create a space between yourself and the situation, allowing you to approach it with a clearer and more level-headed mindset. This can be especially helpful in conflict resolution, as it allows you to approach the situation from a place of understanding and empathy rather than reacting impulsively out of anger or frustration. Bottling up your feelings may seem like a good idea, but it's not. The key to controlling your emotions is regulation, not repression. Regulating your emotions means acknowledging that you have strong feelings and knowing how to best deal with them in a healthy way, like talking about them or writing them down. Your choice of words can either help improve the situation or make things worse. When someone says or does something you don't like, it's easy to say things like, "You always do this," or "You never listen." But using those statements will likely just provoke anger and defensiveness from the other person. Instead, take responsibility for how you feel and use I statements. For example, say, "I feel upset when you are late because it makes me worry about your safety." Imagine this scenario. You're in a heated argument with someone you care about. You feel like they are intentionally pushing your buttons and trying to provoke you. Your heart is pounding, your face is hot, and you can feel your anger rising. It's natural to want to shout and let out all of your frustrations. But before you do, remember this: raising your voice is a sign of losing control. Maintaining your composure is key to resolving conflicts peacefully. When you raise your voice, you're only adding fuel to the fire. Instead, try to stay calm and use a calm, assertive tone. This can help de-escalate the situation and prevent it from spiraling out of control. When you remain calm during a conflict, it also shows that you are respectful and mature, which can help diffuse tensions and create a more productive dialogue. In contrast, shouting and losing your temper can quickly turn a disagreement into a full-blown argument, making it much harder to find a resolution that works for everyone involved. Remember, maintaining your composure is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and emotional intelligence. Another important aspect of conflict resolution is avoiding assumptions. When we assume things about other people's behavior or intentions, we often end up making things worse. Assumptions are dangerous because they are based on incomplete information. Instead of jumping to conclusions, ask questions to clarify what the other person means before forming an opinion. Empathy is also crucial in difficult situations involving other people. It's important to try and imagine yourself in their shoes and see the situation from their perspective. This can help you respond more appropriately and diffuse tense situations. When you approach conflicts with empathy, you may find that it's easier to find a compromise that works for everyone involved, rather than just focusing on your own needs and desires. So, practice empathy in your everyday life and see how it can improve your relationships and communication skills. Ultimately, it's important to remember that your reactions are in your control. By choosing not to react impulsively, you make room for a more thoughtful response. Even if someone is intentionally trying to provoke you, you have the power to choose your attitude and how you process the information. You are the master of your emotions, and you can decide how they influence your actions. By being mindful of your emotions and staying calm, you can respond more rationally and productively without letting your emotions dictate your behavior. So, what will you do to increase your power of not reacting? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to take a deep breath, avoid assumptions, and try to empathize with the other person. By doing so, you can maintain your composure and respond in a way that is both thoughtful and productive. And if you found this video informative, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay empowered.